So the latest news coming out of U.S. immigration is that ICE, that is the Immigration and Custom Enforcement officials, are about to start implementing a policy that was first announced in July 2019. What does the policy say? It allows for the arrest and quick deportation of undocumented immigrants who have been in the U.S. for less than 2 years. Typically, when immigration officials arrest undocumented immigrants, they are placed in deportation proceedings or what is called removal proceedings. This means that these individuals or immigrants will have to face an immigration judge. The process can take a long time. If these immigrants are eventually going to be deported, it will be up to the judge to make that deportation order. So this expedited removal policy that is about to commence basically is a way to circumvent and avoid the process of facing an immigration judge. Before now, that is before July 2019, the expedited removal policy allows only their officers to arrest and remove undocumented individuals who are within 100 miles of U.S. border and has been in the country for 2 weeks. So this 2009 expedited removal policy is a huge expansion from what we used to have. The undocumented immigrant must provide evidence that they have been in this country for at least 2 years to avoid the expedited removal. How does anyone prove that they have been in the U.S. for at least 2 years? I mean, for example, your bank statement, your lease agreement, school records, employment records, and any documentation that can actually you can use to prove that you have been in this country for at least 2 years. It is not unusual for undocumented individuals working to not have records of their employment for obvious reason, because it means they are working illegally. However, for you to prove that you have been in this country for at least 2 years, that is basically what you might need. This video is not exhaustive as to what this expedited removal policy is about. If you want to learn more about it, please feel free to reach out to us using the number on the screen or send us a message on Facebook. It is also important to note here that even if you fall into the category of someone subject to this expedited removal policy, there may be some exceptions that may apply to you. For instance, someone who is already in deportation proceedings may be exempted. If you are already in the U.S. before the policy was announced in July 2019, you may be exempted. If you have mental competency issues, if you are a sole caregiver to a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident child, you may be exempted from this policy. If you are a victim of crime or a witness to a crime, you may be exempted from this expedited removal policy. The list goes on and on. I must also say that people who fall into this expedited removal policy are quite few. It's just a small number. Majority of undocumented immigrants in the U.S. have been here for more than 2 years. But again, it is important to know that you must provide evidence that you have been here for at least 2 years. Whether this policy will continue if Trump loses the election is something I don't know, but it's very unlikely it will be implemented under a Biden administration. So that is it for now. If this is the very first time you are coming across my video, please follow us on all our social media platforms. This is where you get information on some of the happenings on U.S. immigration in the simplest language and in a way that can actually relate to you as an immigrant. Thank you once again. Ifeanyi-USImmigration-TV is my name. I am an immigration attorney representing clients across the United States and across the world on matters bordering on U.S. immigration. Thank you and God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.